trade or no? I guess I'm gonna leave it open. See what happens.
Ready?
47.4. Yeah.
Here we go. Mr. Schmeeds.
Mr. Schmeeds.
You're in it. Elron.
Mr.
We're live.
Welcome to Crypto Lark. My name is Lark Davis. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in the crypto markets. Just kidding. This is BitBoy Crypto, but I am wearing a Crypto Lark shirt today. A lot of you guys have pointed that out. We're surfing the money wave these days. That's what we are getting into. And we want you to come surf alongside of us. And guys, here is the thing. We got a big show for you guys today. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is, as you all know, the largest cryptocurrency channel in all of the interwebs. So thank you for joining us today. So guys, first and foremost, I'd like to say, guys, thank you for 471,000 subscribers. I think it's almost 472 as of today. And also, if you're watching on TikTok, hello down there, TikTok. I see you guys too. You guys can come on over and subscribe to the channel or watch on TikTok every day. Either way, it doesn't matter. But guys, I got a big announcement today. TJ doesn't know about. We today, if you could put your face on the screen so people can see you today. TJ, I just want to say, like, we've had a lot of back and forth about should I buy a Lambo or should I not buy a Lambo? And I want everyone to know today, well, that was a big fail. We bought a Lambo today, guys. What? We bought a Lambo. I went with my kids last night to Target, and we bought a Lambo. We're going to open it right now and see what it looks like. Were you scared, TJ? Were you nervous for a minute?
I literally was for a minute.
You were? You thought I bought a Lambo? I could buy one. TJ tells me we're not allowed to buy one. No, and then also, if you guys don't know, Tim, who I used to call Tim, and since he's telling me I shouldn't buy a Lambo, I'm now calling him TJ's dad. So here we go, guys. Here's our Lambo. Pull this thing out. It's great. It's not really the color I wanted, but we do have it. I'm trying to get it out here for you guys. This is going to be new to the thing. So whenever you guys want to know how you can get money in cryptocurrency and get rich, you guys can see this. And remember that sometimes, even if you have the money, you can't buy the Lambo. So at least we do have this, though, guys. TJ didn't know I was doing that. I bought that last night with my kids. I went to Target. I said, there's a Lambo. And I'm not going to actually unscrew this, I don't think, right now, because I need a screwdriver. So we're going to leave that there. We're going to add that to the set. So we don't have to talk about anymore whether or not we're going to buy a Lambo. We've already bought one. There it is. You guys see it. This was a big fail. Hey! I should have just thrown it up. Largest channel in cryptocurrency this week, and we bought a Lambo. Woo!
Hey, that actually looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay.
I think you're supposed to shoot those up in the air.
You are. It didn't work. We have more. We'll do more when we hit 500K, maybe we can actually do it for real. And also, guys, yesterday we were on a very controversial show, but we stuck to strictly crypto. We'll be releasing some stuff from that. And if you like Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot, or Elron, we talked about all of those coins yesterday and their potential on that show. So now I've got confetti everywhere. Let's go ahead and get started, guys, with Market Watch. Speaking of Market Watch here, I do have a long trade open right now at this moment. Pretty good. It's up 0.15 BTC. And I'll be honest with you guys, we do have a new Market Cyber video coming out for you guys. Should be tomorrow. But the thing about this trade is I just saw it dip, and I said, I'm going to get in. I didn't even look at the chart. And it's working out pretty well. Things were actually looking not so bullish on the chart, but we went ahead and put it in anyways. Because, hey, when you're on a hot streak, you're on a hot streak. Heat check, isn't that what the kids call it these days? Heat check, that's what we did, and we are up on this trade right now pretty good. Maybe we'll leave it open during the stream. Maybe we'll hit 48K again during the stream. A lot of cryptocurrency projects are doing pretty good. So let's check out what the market is doing right now. We got Bitcoin coming in 47,181. If you didn't know, CoinMarketCap is got confetti everywhere. CoinMarketCap is an aggregator, so it takes prices from many different exchanges and puts them into one easy-to-read place. So that's why you'll notice here on Bybit, the number is actually 47,482, but here on CoinMarketCap, and it just popped up. You guys saw it just moved right now. So here we go. Ethereum coming in at almost $1,800. Let's do a quick check on the Bybit price on Ethereum. On Bybit, it's $1,811 right now. So we are running. I think there's a great chance that we get to $2,000 this weekend for sure. I mean, it's not what we wanted. We wanted the 2,500. You know, the funny thing is I thought it was a conservative prediction, but we still are going to get there. Is BitBoy losing weight? I don't know, guys. We'll have to see. Maybe I'm gaining it in all the right places. I'm going to be a monster. TJ sees me at the gym every day. You guys, can you verify that I do go to the gym and work very hard every single day?
I can verify that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
not every day, but
Four days out of the week.
Yeah.
About 4 days out of the week. But I did get a new punching bag at home, so every time I see the hate comments, I'm going to picture your faces there. So, all right, guys. So here we go. Look at Link. Link's at almost $30. How is Link doing on our $1,000 check? I need to find out. We might actually be up now for our 1K to 10K challenge. We did not put that portfolio together today. Elron, can you, Mr. Elron Schmeeds, which is becoming a show favorite. Everyone loves Mr. Elron Schmeeds. Will you please make sure we take care of that today? Let's get a portfolio tracker on here. That way tomorrow, everybody can see the portfolio.
If you want to see Mr. Schmeeds, he's actually featured on our Instagram right now.
Yeah, if you guys want to see what, well, why would I do that when I could just take them there? Gosh, this looks weird. It looks like it says Lap Addict here. I think that's Leanne, isn't it? Yeah. No, that is something different. That's Leanne's thing. It's something similar to that. Let's see. What is it? Bitboy _ crypto. I should know. I created this account. And if you guys didn't know, this Instagram account right here is actually how TJ and I met.
It is.
It is. It is how we met. It's through Instagram. Where is it? A story here?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to log in to see the story, so you can't do it. If you guys want to see Mr. Elron Schmeeds and his short shorts, make sure to head on over to Instagram where we are verified and follow us there. So back to the markets. Let's look at the big pumpers of the day. We are going to look at the Bitcoin chart here in just a second specifically, but the graph up again, 182%. It is our 5th biggest holding on Coinbase. And let me tell you, it's a paying off for nicely. I told you guys, I love it. And we're going to talk about VeChain in a little bit. Thank you, Ryan. We're going to look at VeChain in a little bit today. It's at a breakout. We've got a video on VeChain later tonight. But one thing I said one thing I thought when I did the graph video was what graph is doing by being able to search the blockchain. They're the only ones that are really doing that right now. And so when you look at VeChain, they're the ones that are so far out ahead in supply chain. I see a lot of similarities in that. And I think that, the Graph and VeChain are both projects that there's a reason why they're doing so well. Super Googly says he's a long-term fan since catching me live due to the time zone. You made me so much gains, I don't even know how to spend it. Guys, I'll show you how. Lambos and confetti. It does not get better than this. That's literally the best scene we've ever had on this show. Thank you, guys. Algo also picking up, which... Guys, if you knew how much TJ and I almost come to blows on a weekly basis, you would really be surprised. Maybe some of you wouldn't. Algo is one we've had. I have confetti in my hair.
You do.
That we've had very contentious debates about. Algorand, to me, I like Algorand. I think the price will continue. But to me, it hasn't had as much of the hype and the marketing. And TJ thinks that that's actually better. But I tend to think I like when they have the hype and the marketing behind them. But, all it takes to turn something into a pump coin is 100% gain in a week. And now all of a sudden everybody's talking about it. So definitely something pretty interesting. Nano, another one that has just been crushing it lately. Cosmos. We did a Cosmos video last week. Not a coincidence that a lot of these projects we're talking about are moving. And I'm talking about the bigger projects, not the gyms. We understand that bringing awareness. We know that, when you guys see projects we talk about, we understand how all that works. But the thing is, when it comes to Cosmos and the larger projects like the Graph, these are big projects that are right on the cusp of doing big things. That's why the timeliness of our videos for these is so important. And I think we got some other ones that we're going to be covering soon, some other major projects like VeChain, Dash, some other ones that I think are going to be doing very, very well in the near future. Somebody mentioned BAT, basic attention token, by the way. And I think that, look at this trade, guys. Wow. Look at this trade. Wow, when we started this, we were up 2,000. I mean, I'm kind of thinking we close this right now.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can you take that off screen so I can close it? Thanks. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna set a stop loss on it so it'll hit that, and we will not lose all the monies. Put it at 950. There we go. Now I'm gonna let it run if it'll run. Wow, this is really crushing it. I'll just let it run, see if it'll go to all the way up there. It'll probably close on air, but wow, that was a pretty nice trade there we just made. Why is that? Why is it not confirming?
It is.
It didn't. I hit confirm and it didn't confirm there. Okay, gonna close that out. There we go. Okay, that's gonna close out in just a second. Big win. Just made 16K on a trade. Pretty nice. Can't really argue with that. Let's check out Bitcoin right now. And I told you guys that, like I said, it wasn't looking extremely bullish when I went in on that trade. Here's what I saw. Market Cipher wasn't showing on the 4-hour chart anything nice. On the hour chart, it wasn't looking that nice. But what I saw is this huge dip here. And when you get dips like this, it usually means good stuff. And then what I saw is we had this little dip right down here to the wave, and it bounced up off of it. And I said, I'm going to try to catch this on the upside. We got so much bullish news today to talk about that sometimes the fundamentals are overwhelming. But the smart thing is to still always get out of the trade and lock those profits in. It hasn't even been locked in yet at this moment. We set a stop loss pretty far up. So, but Link is doing good today. Let's check out. I want to look at Link. Look at that. Wow. What a beauty. What a beautiful candle. We got in Chain Link back here for our 1K to 10K challenge, somewhere in that zone. So we should be doing pretty good on that. We should be back up. Sweet. But anyways, guys, the point here is it's for the Bitcoin price. Let's kind of look at where this thing could be heading in the short term. There we go. Why is it not deleting? God, sometimes this thing, I tell you what, got to move over here and then it'll delete. There we go. Okay, so let's move into the hour chart here and look at what we're looking at on the hour chart. Oh, we got a blood diamond on the hourly 2 hours ago. Now, the hourly chart is pretty consistent.
So what does the blood diamond mean?
Okay, right. So, and like I said, we've got CryptoPhase is actually going to be coming on the channel this weekend. We're going to do a video where he's going to break down some of his tips with Market Cipher. Guys, if you guys keep spamming Reef in the chat, we will probably ban the word Reef from this chat. Just so you guys know. I like Reef. I like it. I'm actually thinking about talking about it here pretty soon, but all of the stuff in the chat makes me not want to talk about things. Just so you guys know. Just want to be clear on that. You guys come in and spam stuff, it's not beneficial, so everybody knows. Okay, so when we look here at the blood diamond here, we see this giant wick. It wicked all the way down to 46,000. Wow, and look at that bounce. Guys, when you see this long of a wick, just like we were talking about, right? Like, I want to show you guys something. This is just simple charting, and as you guys know, we don't get super in depth. I don't talk nonstop about the charts. What I do is I look at the very simple things for you guys, and we use Market Cipher as our indicator. Look, that really did not work, did it?
Yeah, that was kind of a killer.
That was the backwards. Wow, we really...
I just slowed the chat even more, so we'll see.
Wow, that is amazing. I didn't mean to get on to y'all. I don't want to scold y'all. Y'all ain't my kids. I don't want to scold y'all. Okay, when you look at just some real simple stuff here, okay, and this is not even taking Market Cipher into consideration, but when you look at a wick like this, even though the candle is red, and now these are Heiken-Ashi candles because that's what Market Cipher uses, but this is bullish, right? When you get a bounce from a line like this right at 46,000, it goes up very high. That's actually a pretty bullish candle because that means that it's got support higher than where it is. Whereas if you come back here and you look at a candle like, let's say this one right here, you only have a wick to the upside, and then what happened? It went down. It went down after that. If you look, so some really interesting candles are like the ones that are, I see one here. Let's see. Here's one right here. Here's one. Let me move it here. Oh, did not mean to do that. So when you guys look at this candle right here, for instance, when you guys see this and you see it's got about equal traction on the upside of the wick as it does on the downside, you can't really tell where it's going. That means it's very indecisive. Like, it kind of wants to go up, it kind of wants to go down, and you don't really know which way it's going to go. And so the point is that even though Market Cipher was not showing something super, super bullish, on the chart, when I see this wick right here and I see it wicking back up, I say, man, you want to catch that on that bounce back up. And then a lot of times it's going to level off. And that's what we just did. And that's how we caught this thing right at, I think we went from 47,000 to 48,000 in that trade. I think we did hit the stop on that. So we come over here to Market Cipher. You guys will see. I know I told you guys I wanted to, this confetti is messing up my track, my trackpad. That confetti was fun. My wife bought that for me. Thank you, honey. Love you. Okay, so let's go look at the assets here. And of course, if you guys ever want to trade on Bybit, all you got to do, go to bitboycrypto.com/deals. We are redoing this page. It's going to look a lot nicer here in the next few weeks, but and the website as well. But you can sign up here. Then you can, if you have problems with the IP, you can do this here. Sign up for unlimited VPN. The thing is that if you go to the rewards hub when you sign up, you can always get deals. Risky Johnny says, love what I'm doing. Just got into crypto a few weeks ago. Thanks again. And sorry, but when is the VeChain video coming? Video for VeChain will be, wait, it's 2 p.m. today, actually. Yeah, VeChain video is going out at 2 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. Then we have an interview with Crypto that will be tonight at 6. But guys, come back to Bybit. I mean, you guys see right now, I withdrew like 15 Bitcoin from this account that we made here live trading. And now I think I had a Bitcoin and a half in there. And now we've already turned that back into 4, which is giving me more flexibility with the amount of contracts I'm putting in. Now, I told you guys I was going to show you our trade from yesterday that we got in. I got in at 47,520. No, that was this morning. Let's see when it was. I think it was this one right here, the one where I got in 43,350, and then I got out at 45.56. Yeah, that was it. That was the one that I closed at 5:30 in the morning. So it was actually these two together. So it was like 0.18 BTC that we made. That was the one where I was checking all night, and like I couldn't sleep. I had to wake up every hour and check on it. It was pretty nuts. But you guys can see, I mean, guys, the results speak for themselves. We are now almost to 700K in profit since January 13th when we made the first trade on this account. I think, let me double check. Maybe it was the 9th. It was the 7th, not the 13th. Basically, we traded from the 7th to like the 13th, I think, and then we took a break, and then we went on a run. And guys, it doesn't lie. And then for Ethereum, we're up like 70K there too. So we're using Market Cipher to make these picks. We're using the Bitcoin chart. You guys see what's happening. I mean, look, guys, we got the one liquidation we had. That was a small loss. That was a loss that we had for the video example when I was just trying to show real small numbers on the last Market Cipher tutorial. We got liquidated there. We made all that money back within 5 hours. And you guys just see all the green. It's crazy. I never thought I would be as good of a trader as I am right now. It could all change. It could all come crumbling down. But you can't argue with all the green. So pretty fun stuff. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about whales buying. Cointelegraph Consulting. BTC whales buying big as retail goes bullish. Let me grab my A&W Diet Ruse beer here. You guys know I love A&W Diet Root Beer.
No bang today, huh?
Well, I'm banged up right now, you know? I mean, I already had a bang this morning, and I woke up a little bit later than normal. We got out of bed a little bit. We got out of bed at like 7 today instead of, or at 6:30, not 5:30 today. So I was a little bit later getting my bang in, you know? I don't know, maybe I already had 2, but only 1 drink. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, guys. So Cointelegraph Consulting, BTC whales. Oh, my wife is not watching. Buying big as retail goes bullish. I'm in big trouble if she is. Big trouble. May not be having. Never mind. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, the latest findings by sentiment published in Cointelegraph Consulting's biweekly newsletter indicate that the total amount of BTC held by addresses with 100 plus Bitcoin has seen a particularly strong uptick since the news of Tesla investing 1.5 billion BTC. By the way, I do see that super chat about ETH. We are going to talk about that a little bit later. I do want to talk about that, but later. Like I said, brings the total amount of Bitcoin located in whale addresses to a new all-time high. We were looking at a chart kind of along these same lines on Glassnode a few days ago. Guys, the big money is buying Bitcoin. At the very end, we are going to talk about why we are now moving to the Bull Run 3.0. The 2021 Bull Run 3.0. We're going to be telling you what that means. We're going to be talking a lot about that as we get into the next sections. That has a lot to do with institutional investing and things like that. But we're not to the peak of this even close, in my opinion. Now, anything can happen. If something did happen where it was, the peak, there would be something different than we've always seen before. And so in my opinion, we have a lot of room to go. And the whales are backing that up. The whales are buying. And guys, like, You know what's interesting? We've been looking at the F2 pool stuff, and I haven't looked at it today. We're not going to be looking at it today. We don't want to talk about it every single day. But when the market drops, you can bet your bottom Satoshi we're going to go pull that up and see if they're responsible. And so far, every time they have been. But the fact is, which by the way, a lot of people making videos about old BitBoy these days. A lot of people making videos about old BitBoy. Hey, when you're the champ, you got to be able to take a swing, take a punch. Taking a few in my life. But anyways, guys. Big money is buying. Now, are these people selling to some of these bigger, whales? Are the mining pools dumping to the whales? Possibly. By the way, super chat from Bruna Rasmussen. What leverage do you use on Bybit? Now, I use extremely irresponsible leverage on Bybit. I actually use 25x. I gotta have enough X's to tickle my fancy. Okay. 10x to me, those are longer term trades. I'm trying to get in and get out. I mean, if you look at a lot of my entries on my, P&L, they're not big swings. But because I'm on 25x, I am. The thing is, 25x leverage, I mean, in my opinion, is not that bad. Like if we were to look right now and we were to, put in a trade, I can't pull up the exact liquidation price if I do this right now. I don't think. It's not going to show the liquidation price, I don't think. No, the point is, though, your liquidation price is pretty low. It's pretty low. But Bitcoin's very volatile right now, so you got to keep that in mind. When you're 25x, you got to make sure you're getting in at a bullish spot or, you have a tight stop loss. Really, when it comes to leverage, by the way, it's all about stop loss. Now, I don't use a stop loss all the time. I'm okay getting liquidated sometimes. That's part of my strategy. That's why I've been liquidated for 3 Bitcoin. I've been liquidated for 5 Bitcoin. And you know what I did both times? I made it back within 5 hours, both times. Because I keep more ammunition to make big swings back on the way up. Because if I get liquidated, it's dropped tremendously. We're in a bull market, it's going to bounce. But it's all about for safety and risk management. It's kind of one of those do as I say, not as I do things. It is important for newer investors, certainly, to use a stop loss. And I would definitely recommend doing it because if you don't, you got a chance of losing your whole account in some cases. So, in my opinion, I think you do need to use it, but I use 25x. And I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going to move to 50. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to test 50 out. I haven't done a lot of 50x trades. I'm going to be testing it out probably over this weekend. So I may get wrecked. Maybe I want to withdraw a little bit before I do. So, Golfies Gaming says, thank you for all your top tier info. Can't wait to hear more about future projections, especially New Cypher. That's getting worked on right now. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that. But the thing I wonder about these whales, and we are going to move on to the ETF news here in just a second, but the thing about the whales I did want to talk about is the Tesla. You know what really stood out to me on the Tesla Bitcoin buy is when did we get the news? What day was the Super Bowl? The February 8th, I believe?
I believe. We
got the news the day of the Super Bowl, okay? When did that buy take place? January. It just became public. So now, could it have been found? Probably so, maybe. I don't know how people search that kind of thing. I don't know. But the thing is, there was a lot going on under the surface behind the scenes with whales moving stuff that we couldn't see. The question is, has Apple already bought $5 billion worth of Bitcoin? Stands to reason they certainly could. If you look at F2 pool, that might be where they're buying it from, possibly. I don't know how all that works with, whether if they're buying it. If they're buying it OTC, I guess they still have to announce it. I'm not in the corporate world, as you guys know.
Was there a figure in that article that showed how much Bitcoin was being held by whale wallets? Because I think it's like 11 million.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
It's like 80% of all the Bitcoin that's out there.
Oh, wow.
If you think about it.
Well, and yep, part of that counts Satoshi's 1 million as well, or 600 to 700,000, a lot of people think. But yeah. I just like who's going to clean this up, by the way?
We'll figure it out.
Is it me?
Am I going to have to?
It's probably us. We'll wait for someone to do it, and it might end up being us because they know. Okay. And just in the meantime, I'm going to keep throwing it up. So, all right. So let's move on. Next story. There's a lot to this. Okay. Now, if you're around in the Bitcoin markets, in the crypto markets, let's see when this was, August. God, my hair looks so fresh. August of 2018, specifically, because I remember where I was when the first rejection of the Bitcoin ETF came out. I was with Jacob Canfield, and Randall from Crypto Love. We were in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we were eating lunch at a taco place. And I had to return my tacos because they put vegetables on them. Like, who puts vegetables on tacos? Who does that? So anyways, the point is we were sitting there having a conversation, and we were talking, and thank you for that, Guys25, a super chat about our show, our appearance on InfoWars yesterday. And if any of you guys don't like that, if you actually go watch the show, you'll see we didn't talk anything about politics. We talked only about cryptocurrency, and it was actually a very poignant interview, and you should go check it out. That's all I have to say about it. Before you make snap judgments, go see it. It's exposing cryptocurrency to the world. I know why anyone would not like that, no matter who the people are that are watching it, you know? So anyways, I was with Jacob Canfield and with Randall, and we were talking about the ETF, and it had just gotten rejected for the first time. That was the hopium that the 2017 bull market had not ended. Basically what happened is, to give you guys a little story, because I know a lot of you guys are curious on what happened during the last cycle at the end of it. What happened is, Brian Armstrong tweeted something. There were a few other things. There was some ETH congestion problems, started pushing the prices down, but people did not want to believe it. In March and April, in February, it was like, oh, when Chinese New Year hits, or maybe that was January, it's going to come back, and it didn't happen. And then it was, oh, people are trying to take money for taxes right after tax season in April 15th, it's going to go back up. Oh, when the consensus conference happens in May, it's going to go back up. And it did a little bit. It went back up to 10,000 after the high of 20,000. And then all summer, the last thing that we were clinging on to that was going to extend the bull run, or at least mean that we were not going into a hard bear winter, was the Bitcoin ETF. We now have, after all these years, the first North American Bitcoin ETF approved. Not in the United States, but it's by Canadian Securities, I guess is the CSR. It's not America, but we have some interesting thoughts by Hester Pierce of the SEC on an ETF. So the first publicly traded Bitcoin exchange traded fund or ETF in North America has been given the go-ahead by China's financial regulator. While multiple closed-ended Bitcoin funds have been listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, such as the ones listed by Canadian investment manager 3iQ, they differ from an ETF. In the case of an ETF, units are issued on a continuous basis, while closed-ended funds issue units only at their initial public offering and reopenings. And this is the summary of what an ETF actually is. This is really the important part you need to understand to know how big of a deal this is. ETFs contain a basket of investments, similar to mutual funds, but trade on exchanges much in the way stocks do. An ETF's risk is based on what kind of underlying assets it has, and the Bitcoin ETF is considered high risk. And one of the things that, a lot of, they said that. I thought that said Dent. It said BitTorrent. Dent, by the way, a lot of people are talking about Dent right now. I haven't looked into that. Some people are saying maybe it's got some gains lately. I don't know. One of these things kind of fallen off the radar. But the point is that the reason why a lot of people thought that we would never get an ETF in Bitcoin is because of the volatility, high risk. Price manipulation is the whole thing, right? If a price can be manipulated, which we laugh at that now, right? We know all the prices of everything are manipulated. But the ease at which something is manipulated by whales or by influencers or whatever, which interesting story on that I want to talk about in a second, that means that it should not be an ETF if it's that easily manipulated. A lot of people have said that, like, oh, YouTube plays a big role in the price of Bitcoin and, blah, blah, blah. There was actually a study done. I don't have it pulled up on the show today. There was a study that was just released yesterday that said crypto influencers have no influence at all on the price of Bitcoin. Just something to look at. Prove them wrong. Let's pump Bitcoin today. Everybody go in and buy a bunch of Bitcoin. If it goes up, you know why. So North America gets the ETF. This is more on the story. Purpose investments that Canadian securities regulators have cleared the launch. Let's see. Long-awaited Bitcoin ETF could finally get approved this year, the market says. And we're going to look at the ETF versus ETP here in a second. But this says, you can go ahead and move on to that part. At least 10 firms have filed and failed to gain approval for the long-awaited product, with the SEC frequently citing security concerns and the market's immaturity, talking about the market manipulation, as reasons for its denials. It's a similar approach to the way I strategically asked my wife to marry me. Kilberg, the guy they're interviewing, said, around the 15th or 20th time I asked, She finally said yes. My wife, I only had to ask once. You guys know. I only asked once. What a fortunate lady she is. I'm digging myself a deep hole today. I love you, honey. Okay, so the solution could be very close. Now, this is very interesting. As Gary Gensler, or Gensler, I think it's Gensler, former head of the CFTC, who's being tapped to lead the SEC by Joe Biden, and the cryptocurrency market gaining legitimacy, they're basically saying that there's a good chance that this could happen. Gensler is not an enemy of cryptocurrency, apparently. They're saying the SEC's hand on this is going to have to be forced. But the current SEC commissioner, which is Hester Pierce, you guys know she was been called Crypto Mom at some time. Hey, Philip Medina, $5 super chat, thank you. BNY Mellon, the oldest bank in America, announced a Bitcoin venture. We discussed that yesterday. And speaking of Bitcoin ventures, we're actually not talking about Jay-Z today, are we?
No.
Yeah, we didn't pull up that story. Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey apparently putting, I think it's a $500 million Bitcoin endowment together for Bitcoin development.
In Africa.
In Africa.
Yeah.
We told you guys, pay attention to Africa. It's very significant in the world of cryptocurrency. It's such a great representation of a place that needs easier mobile banking solutions or people that are unbanked. TJ, should we consider ourselves unbanked?
At this point, it does feel that way. We're less banked than
a lot of America.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were talking this morning. Remember our conversation? We were talking about, we have, if you've ever known somebody who, like, let's just say they only had like $27 in their checking account and they needed to buy something and they're like, well, I got this like $3 Walmart gift card and I got like $22 in the account and I got 47 cents in my pocket. Will this work? Can I pay with this?
If we put it all together.
If we put it all together, we got enough to pay for it. That's kind of like us when we make purchases for the office because we can't spend any money. The banks won't let us. So we got to go and be like, well, can you put $500 on this card? And can you put $1,700 on this card and $2,000 on this card?
Not because we'll tell you the difference.
Yeah. Not because any of the accounts don't have all the money in it. It's just that the banks won't let us spend our own money. It's so ridiculous. It pisses me off so much. It's just so funny how a lot of things we've talked about on this channel have came to fruition for ourselves. So I never thought I would be a target by the banks, but I certainly am. But you know what, banks? You can suck it. There you go. You can suck it, banks. Okay. All right. So Pierce pushed back against an emerging government narrative that cryptocurrency is dangerous rail for terrorist financing. We know that's FUD. We know that has been FUD forever. Now, interestingly, she talks about something different here. She talks about an ETP, which we're talking about in a second. The regulator, playfully known as Crypto Mom. Okay, wait. If Giancarlo of the CFTC, yeah, Akon City, we like Akon. He said he wants to take me to the cheetah. I told him I can't go. Thanks, honey. I'm sorry, I'm just digging today. Yeah. I'm digging real far. Oh gosh, I'm taking her out for Valentine's Day tonight. This is not going to be great. Maybe I can make up for it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I can.
Greatest comeback.
The greatest comeback of all time. The greatest comeback of all time. Okay, if Giancarlo from CFTC is Crypto Dad and Hester Pierce is Crypto Mom, what am I?
Crypto Baby.
Crypto Baby? Crypto the Baby.
Remember your playing card?
No, that's something totally different. Okay. I want to know in the chat, if Giancarlo is Crypto Dad and Hester Pierce is Crypto Mom, what am I? The Karen of crypto? Oh, this is her, they're saying, not me. Yeah, if I'm the Karen of crypto, that's no good. Pierce says she looks forward to working with SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, once the former MIT digital currency professor. Now, isn't MIT where... Hold on a second. Crypto Grandpa, shut up. Shut up. Crypto Grandpa. God, I hate you. They're older than me.
And then it says Young TJ.
Young TJ. Crypto Grandpa and Young TJ. That's a good rap group. We're coming out with a rap song soon. You guys need to know that. Okay, so isn't the guy from Algorand, Silvio Micali, isn't he at MIT?
I think so.
Look that up real quick. Look that up. I believe Crypto Uncle. I like crazy Crypto Uncle. Crypto Boy? No, do not call me Crypto Boy. God, don't call me that. Yeah, I think, so that's very interesting that the SEC chairman is the former MIT digital currency professor, and Silvio Micali, the founder of Algorand, is from
MIT Computer, yeah.
MIT Computer. If you didn't know, he basically created cryptography. He created ZK snarks, which are a proof in the world of crypto, a validation, not a validation, it's a security proof, basically.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of cryptocurrency projects are actually based on.
And
so,
if we want to come back to the argument we were having about Algorand,
oh God,
I was talking about corporate partnerships and B2B type stuff versus the regular marketing and how I think they're going to ride that and stuff like this up to the top versus hype.
Yeah, and it was I'll leave that super chat up there, and it was a very intense argument. We almost came to blows over Algorand, did we not?
We did.
We did. Me and TJ have a lot of very tense conversations. Sometimes on air.
Yeah, sometimes.
Never tense on air. Could you please give some brief non-financial advice on how we pay taxes while using Bybit with a VPN? That's from Uncle Frank, Crypto Uncle Frank. Guys, just so you know, I've talked with my tax attorneys about stuff like this. Talked to Zen Ledger about it. We actually have a tax video coming out involving TaxBit. We're going to look at TaxBit. But the thing is you shouldn't hide anything. You pay your taxes on what you make from Bybit. Bybit, when it comes to the VPNs and protecting whatever, you got to remember the SEC protects you. It doesn't protect Bybit. So what that means is there's no problem with you trading on a place as long as they let you trade there. And if there's a way you can trade there and you can trade there and you're not, forging KYC documents, for instance, that would be wrong. That would be wrong to do that. Then that's kind of on them. If the SEC ever want to go after anybody, want to go after them, they could go after them. And I don't think they'll do that. The reason why the CFTC went after Arthur Hayes from BitMEX, a lot of that had to do with the fact that all 4 founders of BitMEX were Americans in San Francisco. And so that's a really easy, whatever. Bybit's completely foreign-owned, completely foreign entities behind it. So it is not an American company at all. So I don't think we'll have any of those issues. But as far as paying your taxes go, you pay your taxes on your gains. And a lot of people, they ask me, like, I know so much about crypto and about crypto taxes. Like, surely, like, I've got all these accounts sitting somewhere that are untouched that, we're not going to pay taxes on. No, I pay my taxes for sure. I pay my tax, and that's not just for the confirmed FBI agent that sent me a connect request on LinkedIn. If you're watching, I saw you. Okay, he sent me one. I'm now connected with an FBI agent. They're not even hiding anymore, trying to come after me. Just kidding. But I really did get a request on LinkedIn from FBI agent. I accepted it. He seems like a nice guy. But the thing is in all seriousness, like, I encourage everybody. We're past this age in crypto where you can hide stuff, right? We're past the point where this is like some kind of like libertarian hippie movement. We're all trying to like keep all of our money from taxes. Right now, we have tax laws in the United States. The system may break at one point. Right now, it's not. You pay your taxes. It's not worth trying to go around. The trouble you get in later for things like that are not worth it right now. That's why we've got what is the name of our? We got a CPA through Zen Ledger. Why am I losing?
Like Gordon Law.
Gordon Law. You guys check out Gordon Law. We're actually going to have them on for an interview. That is our crypto CPA. And we always advise everyone do everything by the book. You don't have to feel like, now, yes, take expenses. Don't just give the government all your money for no reason. But you want to do everything by the book. And you definitely want to make sure you're protecting yourself down the road right now. And when it comes to Bybit or any other exchanges that you may be trading on, if you got an old Binance account, for instance, and you're still trading on that, there's no reason to try to hide that stuff on your taxes. Like, you pay taxes on it. You don't get in trouble from it. SEC protects investors. It doesn't protect the investment vehicle. I hope that makes sense to all you guys. I think that was a very important question. Super chat from Crypto Crispy. For leverage trades, what percent of your trade portfolio would you recommend for entry? Say I'm going from 10x to 20 to 25x. I generally just do like 1 million contracts, which is about 0.87 BTC right now. But now that I'm over 4, I'm back to using 1 million. But when I was starting this, I was restarting it with like a Bitcoin and a half. I was doing 500,000 contracts, which if you break that down, that's probably about 25% on one entry. That's about what I like to do. Once it gets above 4 Bitcoin, I'm sitting in a good spot where I don't have to, even if I used all 4 entry points, I'd still have a little bit of money left over in case something happened. But here's the thing. You do not want to have all of your entries. You don't have all of your account in any entry. And here's why. That's how, even when I get liquidated for 5 Bitcoin, I make it immediately back because I still have money in the account. And when you get liquidated like that, it's probably on a wick and it's going to bounce back up tremendously. And that's what's happened. Both times we got liquidated in the last 3 weeks, we made it back in 5 hours. So don't put all of your account in any trade. You don't want to get caught naked, okay? Because what happens is you'll get wicked out, and by the time you take some money somewhere else and you put it into, back into the Bybit account, or wherever you trade at, it's already wicked back up and you missed it. You don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you keep extra, just like poker, guys. When you're playing poker, once you get up from the table, you lose your spot. So you want to keep some money behind in case you need to reload and there's a fish at the table. And that's the way I look at it. So Stephen Miller, $4.99 Super Chat says, with great margin comes great responsibility. Crazy crypto Uncle Ben. Oh, comes great irresponsibility. That's good stuff right there. We did. That is a quote from Uncle Ben, actually. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about the Nasdaq rumors. And this is really something that is... I've been really kind of nervous to mention this to you guys because we don't have... This is a rumor, okay? This is a rumor. This is not confirmed for 100%. Do I believe that this is going to happen? I have it on very good information, someone that is generally very accurate with what they tell me. However, I cannot confirm it 100% myself. I'm only getting this information second hand, okay? Probably actually third hand, to be honest with you. And the rumor is that there's something coming next week, something coming on Monday. Should be Monday, I think. Now, will it happen on Monday? I don't know. I feel about 50% on it, but I've been making moves based on this possible news. There is potentially an index fund coming to the Nasdaq in crypto, a crypto index fund coming next week. Now, I'm not going to say what coins it possibly is in case I'm wrong. I don't want to get people loaded up in something and it doesn't happen and it's just a rumor. But if you've been watching this channel for the last few weeks and you're smart and you're attentive, you might be able to put some things together that we've been talking about. But there's supposedly an index fund next week coming. Total rumor at this point. But here's the thing. Number one, you always buy the rumor. So if you can figure out which coins we've talked about that might be involved in that and you were to go do that, the rumor of it could pump the price up by itself even if it doesn't happen. Most of the time in crypto, what we see is the rumors are bigger than what actually happens. So people buy the rumor and then they sell the announcements. They sell the news. And I'll give you a great instance of this. Tron. I got so wrecked on Tron in 2017. Price went up to 33 cents. And there was a huge announcement by Justin Sun. And if you know anything about Justin Sun, he is now the announcer of the announcements. And everybody knows that. But back then, there had only been one other instance of him doing a big announcement. So he went live. It was on a Friday night. He went live at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And there, or maybe it was 9 o'clock. I don't remember the exact time. And I was ready. I had bought my Tron. I thought it had a great entry price at 31 cents. I thought it had a great entry price at 31 cents. Right now, I think it's at 4 cents. So everybody knows. And I thought that was a great entry. It was basically at the all-time high. And what happened is when he went live on that live stream, first of all, he didn't sound very intelligent. And I do want to say Justin Sun is very intelligent. You may not like him. You may have all kinds of bad things to say. You may think he's this or that. He is very intelligent. Obviously, you can't create $2 billion companies, okay, and be an idiot. But the way he came off on that live stream was not good because I think English is like his 13th language. Like, no line. I think he's got like 8 or 13, somewhere between 8 and 13 languages he knows, something like that. And so he had like every other word's like, like it became a meme. And what happened is during that live stream, there's supposed to be a rumor of a giant partnership. People said it was going to be, what's Jack Ma's company? Alibaba. They said it was going to be an Alibaba partnership. It was going to be huge, you know? And this was in January 2018. It was a loose partnership with, I think it was O-Bike, which is basically like a Chinese, it's either a gaming platform or it might be kind of like their, like bird scooter kind of over there. It's something like that. And during that live stream, I watched this thing go from 32 cents, 31 cents, whatever it was, all the way down to like 25 cents right there during the live stream. And that was where I learned, buy the rumor, sell the news. I got absolutely wrecked by that. And so we have some rumors of this. And like I said, I'm not going to connect the dots for you. You might have to do the connection there. You might have to link them together. But the thing is that it may not happen. When it actually doesn't happen, the price of some of these may drop because people that know about this might actually already be buying the price up. That might be why you're seeing some of these shoot way up. But the thing is, we do have rumors about this. Whether or not this comes to happen right now or not, that doesn't matter. What does matter is all this stuff is coming. The ETF is coming. The ETP, we didn't even talk about that. The electronic traded product, which is a little bit different than an ETF. All of that is coming. The big money is coming. There's going to be more institutional investments coming. What was that one? The $10 super chat. You wanted me to show?
It was a good super chat.
Big ups, 5 iffy $10 super chat. Saw that Aave, Link, and others formed some alliance, but it doesn't seem like anything is the Aave, Link, and Compound rumor its own thing. Why did you want me to talk about that, TJ?
I just thought it was a good super chat.
It's a good super chat. That's what I'm going to say. It's good. That's a great super chat. Thank you for that information. I will neither confirm nor deny. It's just I don't want to be up here like giving you guys rumors and verifying things that are true when I don't have confirmation they're true. But it's also unfair to me to possibly know some things and not tell you if it's not like proprietary NDA stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna move on. Let's look at the Ethereum chart here, guys. Move on to Ethereum here. It is at 1832, baby. Let's go. Whoa! I can't wait to go check that portfolio. Can't wait to go check it. Look,
is that trade still running?
No, the trade. We got stopped out on the trade, which was totally fine.
Yeah.
The P&L on that. Let's look at the P&L on that trade that I made before we get to Ethereum. We are now up to 4 Bitcoin in the account, 190K, pretty good. We made 0.28 BTC on that trade.
Nice.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. You guys see, like most of mine, if you look back through my history and you see my big hitters, they're all when I was asleep. Every single one of my biggest hits in crypto are while I'm asleep. And that's risky, and it's not a great feeling, but it is what it is. India, potentially, thank you for that, Joseph Colin Kunich. But to India, we're not going to talk about the India ban stuff because that's just FUD stuff. India bans crypto every other week, so I wouldn't worry about that. Thoughts on EIP 1559? Though that's actually a great question, Darth Flyer. Thank you for that. ETH still bullish on 2,500 by the 15th. Guys, here's the thing. We're talking about two separate things here. The chart we're looking at right now, it went all the way up to 1845. Almost made a new all-time high. Missed it by $2, I think. EIP 1559 is definitely something that we think over the long term is going to send Ethereum to another level because it's going to be burning billions of dollars in ETH. That's going to be later this year. I think that's going to be that is going to be the thing that's going to push Ethereum much, much further. We're going to talk about that at the end, Bull Run 3.0. But what I think is when we talk about 2,500 by Valentine's Day, you guys know that I love that. I think I've said it was going to happen for a long time. It ain't looking great. I mean, guys, I can't sit up here and tell you that it looks like we're going to hit 2,500 by Valentine's Day today. That's 2 days from now. We're at 1,800. I thought we needed to be above 2,000 by Wednesday or Thursday. It's now Friday, and we're still at 1,829. We were just earlier today, down 17. That's the 4-hour chart. Let me check the daily chart. This morning, we were back at 1,740. I mean, just yesterday, we went all the way down right back to 1,700. So Ethereum is really having a hard time right now when it comes to it's weird. It's a really weird thing. Now, I do believe we are hitting $2,500 this month for sure. No question about that. I still believe that. I think we will get to at least 2,300 this week. I do think that. Maybe not by Sunday, but within 7 days from now. But the thing is, it seems like Ethereum has kind of been skipped. It's weird when we talk about the altcoin season and we talk about, the way that it works, right? Money flows to Bitcoin. Peter says we need to play pickleball for 1 ETH.
It's on.
Oh, it's on. Oh, I'll pickleball. We need to get some content at the pickleball court when it warms up.
We need a videographer.
We need a videographer. If you're a great videographer and you live in the Atlanta area, hit us up.
Yeah.
Go contact us through our website. I don't want to give TJ email address away for like the 7th time.
Thank you.
And if you signed up for our newsletter, you can just respond to that because if you hit reply to the newsletter, we do get those emails. I see all the emails, guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the emails. We just don't have time to respond to all of them, but we do see generally most messages. If we took the time to talk to every person one-on-one, we would never be able to make videos. So just want to say thank you. We see a lot of stuff you guys send in, and we don't respond. That doesn't mean we didn't see it. Doesn't mean we don't care. Doesn't mean, we don't want to help you. We're just trying to figure out bigger ways that we can help you through an academy and different stuff without having to have one-on-one time for me because you guys know that probably just isn't going to do it. Polani Fernandez, $99 super chat. Thank you for that. Aloha, BitBoy fam. Love the channel. Mahalo. It means thank you. I know that now. For always keeping us updated, helping guys like me learn and grow in this industry. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys, definitely. But when we look at the way the altcoin season usually works, right? We look at Bitcoin going up, people taking profits, it flowing to Ethereum, people taking profits, it flowing down to the larger altcoins. What we're seeing right now is very interesting because we're seeing Ethereum kind of got skipped. Like, yeah, it's hitting all-time highs. Yeah, 1,800 all-time highs. It's not getting the same kind of pumps that Cardano is, or that other coins have got. Aave is, or Chainlink is, or Compound is. It's not getting those kinds of pumps, okay? We just need one of those pumps to get us where we need to be. Now, this thing could go straight from 1,800 to 2,300 or 1,800 to 2,500 in a week. We certainly could see that. I did see some people today talking about how we are in the midst of a breakout. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. There we go. No, I want this. I want this. There we go. I hate my life sometimes. I love my life. I'm just kidding, but I hate trading views sometimes. How did that happen? I think I'm hitting a hotkey or something. Oh, I need to hit. Am I not hitting shift? The point is, people were showing this breakout here, okay, that this is where we need to get at. And then they were showing this line that we've kind of looked at, and it's extended out to be the same thing, is that we are on the cusp of an Ethereum breakout. It's going to either have to go, it's either going to have to go down from here, or it's going to have to go up from here. And if we look at the last time that it was in a place where it needed a breakout, that would have been, let's see, the last time it got that breakout. I don't think it was this one. I think it was the first week of February. I think it was right here. Let's see, we had this line, and then we had a line right here maybe. Can't remember. We deleted all the old lines, so I can't see them. But the point is, the last time we got a big breakout, we did get it to the upside. And in a bull market, we're going to mostly get it to the upside. So we do believe that Ethereum is going to go on a run. I am humiliated. I will be humiliated on Valentine's Day if we are not at least $2,000. So Ethereum, ETH Nation, will you help me out? Nerds everywhere, can you please get up from your World of Warcraft game, go down to your local store and buy some ETH. Let's see, that's an interesting question here. ETH gas fees and ETH competitors holding down ETH price. I don't know if it's that as much because the gas fees are certainly a problem. But and definitely this is an aspect of what's happening right now. Because if you watch our 1K to 10K challenge, the beginning of it, you saw we wanted to buy Badger. We wanted to buy Badger, add Badger to the stack, and we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it because the fees were too high. Like the amount we were buying was less than the fee. And when we bought the synthetics, we took a $150 hit and didn't even realize it because I'm not used to only trading $1,000. Like, that's not, like, guys, I mean, you guys watch the channel, you guys see what we play around with, I mean, it wasn't always like this. It wasn't like this a year ago, like it is now. But now we're having to kind of go back to the start of, like, if I didn't have anything, and we're seeing the fees gas problem. We're seeing it, or the gas fees problem. But the thing is, to think about, is that we're seeing a narrative change for Ethereum the same way we saw it with Bitcoin. We saw the narrative go from Bitcoin is digital currency to Bitboy. Bitcoin is digital gold. It's a store of value. Ethereum now we're seeing the narrative change. We're seeing it change from it is only a coin of a platform that is decentralized with smart contracts to it is that, but it also is becoming a store of value. So I think because of that narrative, and so much of the money is coming in on the institutional side, I think this is more of a product of them maybe holding down the price in order to get in at low points before we get the explosion. So I still don't think that, I'll get to that in a second. I still don't think that there's a reason, keep it on the screen though, please, to think that we won't hit 2,500. We certainly can. It can get that kind of explosion. If you watch when it went from 600 to 1,200 in a few days, we could see something very similar. But I got to be honest with you, I ain't feeling too great about it right now. By Sunday, obviously. But, I mean, if it still hits next week, I think we're all going to still party and celebrate, right? Portfolio is going to look great either way. So Brody said, video guy here, live close, sent email 2 days ago, just sent another. Okay, we'll check on that. We will check on that. We will find out if we received that. I hope that we did. If not, you could maybe try to send us a message on Instagram or Facebook, something like that. Okay, guys. So let's get back here. ETH at 1835 right now, doing really well. Let's talk about VeChain for a minute. You can go ahead and move on to that. But before we actually talk about VeChain specifically, I did want to mention, you guys know that we've been very close with Hyper for a while, or Howdo. We love Howdo or Hyper. I like calling them Hyper better than Howdo. How Do still is the token, the Udo token, but Hyper is the name of the platform. And they just announced a really, really, really big partnership. In full disclosure, we work with Hyper, so they did not specifically sponsor this segment, but definitely we have a lot of dealings with them because we are in full support of decentralized social media. That's why we work with SoMe. I'm an advisor for them. And I don't know have we announced that we're an advisor for Hyper yet? I don't know if we're technically advisors or ambassadors. I'm not sure, but we'll have more on that in an upcoming video. But we do love decentralized social media. We hate censorship. We don't want to live in a world to where people cannot give their opinions on things. And decentralized social media is definitely the way to go. They have a huge partnership announcement. You guys have seen the price has been killing it lately. The Huawei partnership is coming back to light. You heard that right. Huawei, they're the major cell phone company in Asia. Starting in March, Hyper will be a featured app in the tech giant's app gallery with 350 million active daily users. For Skrill, a payments gateway for their platform. Then Huawei wonder what's next. Now, is that a tease? Is there something next coming? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know if there is or not. I literally don't know. But guys, and also don't forget to smash the like button. If you guys like this kind of content, if you like when we talk about altcoins, we're going to talk about Cardano. We're going to talk about VeChain here in a second. If you guys like that, please make sure to smash the like button for us. That helps YouTube know to send more people here to get this great content. So many people, including, I talked to my dad last night, the Bit Dad, as you guys like to call him. He said, I need my BitBoy fixed every day. I really liked hearing that from my dad. He does construction, and he said sometimes he just turns it on and puts it in his tool belt while he's working. So I don't know where you guys are putting me at, but hopefully it's not anywhere too weird when you're listening. And also, just big shout out to Dad. Love Dad. Okay. So guys, also, if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure to do that. We're at 109.5K followers on Twitter. We can get over 110K probably by the end of this stream. Make sure you guys are following us there. Let's talk about VeChain, the VeChain breakout. So everybody, if you like VeChain, make sure to go follow Justin Bennett FX, also on Twitter. He is a big VeChain proponent. He likes a lot of the projects that we talk about, and he's got a lot of good information. He's been heavily supportive of our attack on F2 pool, while some other people have been like, oh, they're miners. It's okay if they manipulate the price and short it on the way down. That should not be a thing, by the way, guys. Anyone who has enough power to manipulate a market and does it in order to short sell or sometimes go long, it can be done as well, mostly shorting. That's not right. You shouldn't be able to do that. That's affecting way too many people. So anyways, that's not the point of this tweet. The point is, BitBoy Crypto, love your content. Thank you, Justin. I know you're a big fan of VET. This could be something to consider for an upcoming episode. VET is going through a similar breakout to ADAs a few weeks ago. Has a ton of room to run before it catches up to ADA in percent terms. Interestingly enough, I came in here and I read this tweet immediately after we had just recorded a VeChain video for today, coming out 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I saw this, and we don't talk about the technicals or the price or the breakout that much. Yes, is that Bill? Bill Stanley. I did get that email, and I meant to ask you if you will accept Bitcoin for that. So respond with that, and we might be able to possibly do some business. I don't know. Maybe not. It depends on what TJ says. You guys all know that. But we did get the Lambo, so we got that. But we don't like the color. I do like that C8 is white, by the way, because in the email, because I could get it wrapped. We're thinking about getting it wrapped Bitcoin orange. We may get that. We may. Depends on the price. Depends on how you want to take it. So I did get that email. I meant to respond. Just didn't get to that one. Okay, so VET. Let's look at the price. So he's saying that this is, this right here is VET to USDT, US dollar, basically. You guys can see up here at the top, it has entered into a breakout. If you go back to the tweet here and look at this is VET versus ADA. And as you see, it follows a very, very, very similar pattern. Now, if you look back here at the beginning, the reason it doesn't follow is because the VET token was launched after the VeChain token. It was then VEN before it was VET. And this was the day they launched the VET token. Of course, it dropped from there. Let's see. Somebody says, Derwin Pichardo says, Will ADA make me rich? And I too need my fix every day. And the day he was at the Super Bowl, I was pissed I didn't get my fix. Guys, we're not addiction here. I can see it now. TLC, strange addiction. BitBoy Crypto's YouTube channel live streams. That'd be really weird. The one that it shows of that, I know that guy's going to be really strange. Or gal. We had something for the ladies I want to talk about too, by the way. We are going to be on Kiana. What is it? Diana. Kiana Diana. Why did I forget her name? I know her name very well. Anyways, she's Invest Diva. You can look up Invest Diva. We're going to be doing a virtual conference with her later in February. We're going to have more details for that. So obviously, guys can go check that out too. But if you are a lady and you do watch, she's a really, really good lady that helps other ladies to break free if they're single moms or if they just want to take control of their own investments. So definitely check that out. I cannot believe I butchered her name live. I think it's Dinal. I can't remember the last part. Point is, we're going to be on her show. And really excited about that later in the month. So if you are a lady, we know some ladies, check me out. I mean, check out the channel. Come on, ladies. What, TJ? What?
You're digging a really deep hole today.
You don't think this is sexy? You don't think it is? I shouldn't have said that for the wife, you're saying. Yeah. Is the wife in the chat? She likes to hide in the chat sometimes. She's probably lurking. In here somewhere. She's probably doing something else. We got the new puppy yesterday, so she had to take the puppy to the vet and all kinds of stuff. Speaking of vet, back to the chart here, so I can come up out of the transition. That was a great transition, wasn't it? The point is, when you look at what Cardano has done and you look at where VeChain is at, it's a very similar place. VeChain has gone from, when we made a price prediction, it was below a penny. It was about half a penny, and now it's up about a nickel. And we definitely believe that VeChain is going to have a massive breakout. I think it's, he said he will take Bitcoin. Okay, cool. We'll have some dialogue. We'll at least explore it. I mean, it is something we are interested in doing. So we got the possible breakout here. Could be going upwards of, well above where it's at now. You have to wait to see that price prediction today at 2 p.m. So definitely want to check that out. I think VeChain is one of these projects that is very underrated. And I know I kind of addressed this in the video today. God, why would I not just... Kiana Daniel. It's probably Daniel. It's probably how you pronounce her last name. There she is. You guys can follow her on Twitter, Invest Diva. Kiana Daniel probably is how you pronounce that. So did not want to butcher her last name. Wanted to pull it up so you guys can see it. We'll be on a virtual conference with her February 27th or 28th. So I addressed this in the video a little bit because you guys know yesterday when we made the video on Polkadot last night, which we got some more Polkadot content for you guys this weekend, we're finding our audience does not love Polkadot nearly as much as they love Ethereum and Cardano. So that's pretty interesting. But I made the argument that really it's great for Ethereum and it's great for Cardano and it's great for Polkadot. It's great for Elrond that they all do have really strong competition with each other because that's going to push the space forward. With VeChain, they don't necessarily have that competition right now. And that might not be great for them long term. They probably need another competitor to really step up. And it could just be supply chain tracking through, something on Ethereum. But they've got so many big partnerships. And we know the use case, right? We're having to build use case for Ethereum. If you didn't know that, building out decentralized finance, it's had to be built. It's something that doesn't exist. It's putting a new spin on an old thing. When it comes to VeChain and supply chain tracking, that is such a very obvious use case that's there. All you have to do is just apply blockchain to the existing infrastructure. And so because of that, it doesn't necessarily have to have that same competitive nature like we were talking about with decentralized contract platforms. So I do think that the use case for VeChain is absolutely huge. The technicals are pointing to a breakout. We're going to talk a lot about some of the fundamentals today at 2 p.m. Eastern. So you guys are definitely going to want to check that out. We love VeChain. We've always loved VeChain, even where a lot of people were telling you it wasn't good and it was, all kinds of things. We were always here on this channel telling you guys that we support them. So, okay, let's move on to the next thing, Cardano. I want to show you guys this. I thought this was funny. Cardano. When you Google it, people also ask, look at the first question. The very first question, will Cardano go to $100? Is Cardano better than Bitcoin? Will Cardano ever go up? You can tell that was from early last year. Was that a new thing you want to show me?
Yeah, somebody in the chat.
Can I see it again?
Yeah, hold on.
Crypto app Bitbay adds Apple Pay support to its prepaid MasterCard. Just released an hour ago. How about that? Let me pull it up real quick, just so we have it. Let's see. Crypto Apple Bitpay. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
There it is. We've been telling you guys, did Apple buy $5 billion worth of Bitcoin? They're hiding it from us right now, and it's going to come out? Possibly so. Maybe that comes out next week, too. The BitBay card now adds support for Apple Pay. Wow, that is absolutely huge. Card holders turn crypto into dollars with a smartphone. That's the kind of live news coverage you get here on the BitBoy Crypto live stream that you don't get other places.
We should actually go to their headquarters. They're here in Atlanta.
Definitely not on Crypto Lark's page. All you got with Crypto Lark is my shirts. Am I plagiarizing his shirts right now? I just took Crypto Lark's shirt from him. Lark, I love you. I love Lark. If you guys aren't following Lark Davis on Crypto, you guys are on YouTube. You guys make sure you're following Lark. I'd like to get Lark on the channel soon. We haven't ever.
That'd be a fun interview.
We've never had Lark on. And if you guys know, Lark was actually like the very first YouTuber in crypto that I started watching. You know, I would watch his Binance tutorial back in the day when Binance was new. So pretty cool. I'd love to get Lark on. Let's try to make that happen. But anyways, guys, that's absolutely big news here. And we always obviously are making jokes about the shirt. Other people have said, I got this shirt. People like it. It's whatever. So, all right, guys. So let's look at Cardano. What's actually happening with it? Is Cardano ready to put $1 in the rear view mirror? And there's a lot of confusion about the all-time high. I don't know why this is taking so long to come up. There's so much confusion on the all-time high for Cardano. A lot of people say it's $1.18. CoinMarketCap shows it at $1.33, so that's the price that we use, or maybe CoinGecko, one or the other. You guys got to remember, each exchange has a different price, and they're aggregated together on coin research sites, and so you might find it different one place than the other. So Cardano price prediction is ADA really ready to put $1 in the rear view mirror. A recent rally has an ADA token ready to cross its 2018 resistance level of $1. So let's actually look here at, let's actually come to CoinMarketCap here. You know what? Let's go to CoinGecko. I think CoinGecko is a little bit better for the charts on the coin research sites. And you guys should not do what I just did, which is Google it and then click it. You should actually type CoinGecko.com. So let's look up, well, don't have to go far. It's right here on the page. Cardano. Coming in at 92 cents, is down 4.6% today. So let's see where it went at the peak. Did it go over $1? Hit 97 cents. So it has not hit the resistance level of $1. So let's check out the max price. Right here it shows on CoinGecko, it shows it at $1.18. Right now you can see where it is. Let's see what happened when it got over $1. You guys can see when it did go over $1, it immediately got shoved down. It went over $1 on January 2nd. It went to $1.18 on January 3rd. It went to $1.09 on the 5th. $1.05 on the 6th. And by the 7th, or by the 8th, can't get the 7th. By the 8th, it got rejected down to 86 cents, and it challenged the level again of $1, and it never went above it again. So we're still there. You know, the funny thing is right now at 92 cents, we're kind of about at the same, in that 92, 97 cent range is where basically it got up to and never went back above that again. So right now we are challenging that resistance level. It's going to hit it very soon, guys. Cardano has got a lot of momentum right now. Cardano is going to $2 by the end of this month. I do believe that. We're getting very close right now. And you guys can see it's up for the last year, 1,362%. Wow. These are nice numbers. These are fun numbers. I love these numbers. I love these numbers. Okay, that's good. You guys should clip that and put that other places. Of me throwing up my own confetti. TJ, if you would have thought of me getting rained down with confetti, would you have immediately thought it was me throwing it?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So guys, Cardano is doing so well right now, and I really expect it to continue blowing up. I don't think the Cardano run is having a negative impact on Ethereum. I don't think that. I don't think that's actually what's happening right now. Right now, ETH at 1841. We're getting ready to challenge new all-time highs right now for Ethereum. Let's see where. Yeah, we did not set an all-time high earlier this morning. 1848 is the all-time high. Looks like it is getting ready to challenge that. Hopefully, this is the breakout. Hopefully this is where we go. Hopefully by the end of the day, we're at $2,000, so everybody forgets about my $2,500 prediction. Okay, that was a joke. No one forgets. We all remember. I remember. You remember. We all remember. Okay, so what's the next word? Okay, Bull Run 3.0. Let's talk about this, guys. Here's what I wanted to say about this. We are now firmly in phase 3 of this bull run. Phase 1, challenging all-time highs, moving bullish, going from $12,000, clearing $12,000, getting up to $18,000, okay? That was phase 1. Phase 2, breaking all-time highs, moving upwards to 42K, getting rejected, and getting that first major pullback that we were anticipating. Then, now, we are in phase 3. This will be marked as the moment Elon Musk talked about Bitcoin. And he was on Joe Rogan yesterday. I did not watch it. I don't know how much they talked about crypto. I was expecting them to talk a lot. Haven't seen any clips that really came out of that about Bitcoin and crypto. Have you seen any of it, TJ?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know he was on there.
Yeah, and Joe, if you know Joe's people, call me. Let's get me on Joe Rogan. Or have Joe Rogan on the channel. One or the other. Let's do that. Because I can definitely talk his ear off about crypto for sure. If our interview yesterday did prove that. I hope it did. But the fact is, guys, is that we are now in phase 3 of this run. There will be a dramatic pullback, possibly in March or April after this. Where is it heading now? We don't know. But what we do know is this is the part of the bull run that's being fueled by the next wave of money. You have to think of it like this. Each phase of the bull run is going to be pumped and pushed forward by some narrative, right? Is it just technicals or is it fundamentals? Is it narrative or is it price action that kind of manifests itself? It's kind of a combination of both. A lot of people would say that charts are self-fulfilling prophecies. Who do you know who says that, TJ?
Don't you just say that?
No, you say that.
Oh.
You were supposed to say, it's me, TJ, I say that. You told me that last week. But we've talked about that before on the channel, that a lot of ways charts are self-fulfilling prophecies. And the thing is that there has to be some kind of narrative with each one. Is it forced where we just couple it with something? I don't know. But the narrative of this moment, not coincidentally, comes a week after Michael Saylor talked 1,400, Fortune 500, or Fortune 1,500, whatever it is. Is there a Fortune 1,500? I know there's a Fortune 100, Fortune 500. I assume there's a higher, maybe Fortune 5,000. But he talked to all these corporate bigwigs about getting into Bitcoin. And what a coincidence. Elon Musk, Tesla buys Bitcoin actually before that meeting, proving what Michael Saylor's saying. Buying Bitcoin is important for companies to do, for corporations to put in their treasuries. It is a great hedge against the never-ending money printing that happens, especially due to the pandemic and the stimulus and things like that. But it was happening anyways. This has only sped up the current rate of money by about 3 years. I hope you guys know that. We printed 25 to 30% of all dollars in existence in the last year. That's only 3 years ahead of when we were going to be doing that anyways. So that really shows you the parabolic curve that our money printing is on. Companies are waking up and they're realizing this. ETFs, ETPs, index funds. This could potentially be the next wave. The wave right now is currently marked by the corporations buying Bitcoin. I believe Apple announcing that it has bought Bitcoin, which I believe is going to happen. I don't think that Zero Hedge would be putting that out unless it happened. They were the first ones to talk about Tesla buying Bitcoin. So I think it has happened. I think it's only a matter of time before we find out about this. We're seeing more and more information about Apple getting involved in crypto, like we just looked with the fresh BitPay story. The next wave, this is why we believe it's coming in still. The next wave, I believe, will be an institutional investment wave. It could potentially be more grayscale trusts. It might not be. I said that could come in the next run. But it could potentially be more trusts. We know Polkadot now has its own grayscale-like trust that's from a company, I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, Invest 21, Bitcoins 21, something like that. It's on a Swiss stock exchange, okay? More channels to buy Bitcoin are coming in. We just had the Ethereum futures contracts come in from CME. The point is there's a lot of money out there that's sitting on the sidelines. That's why I confidently tell you that in my opinion, we're nowhere close to the top of this run. We are just getting started. People laugh at me for saying that. People also laughed at me for saying Bitcoin was going to go to 50K this month. And yet here we sit right here at almost 50K. Today, right now, it's sitting at the moment at 47,886. By the end of this weekend, it could very possibly be over 50K. And I'm very excited about where this is going. Very excited to share this journey with you guys during this year. Hope you guys remember, I saw Charles Hoskinson say this on another channel. He said, make sure we enjoy this while we have it. Enjoy this type of the Bitcoin cycle. Enjoy this time. Because right now, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It won't always be like this. The gains will not always be here where you throw money. It's like shooting fish in a barrel to make gains. Remember this time. Make the best of your financial decisions. And make sure you're having fun. And if you make a lot of money, make sure you're helping other people. Don't just take it all for yourself. I can promise you, we've done a lot of things here, and I do a lot of things personally to enjoy what we've done. But also to make sure we don't just go out there and buy a Corvette, okay? We also help people out. If you guys remember what we did at Christmas, we gave away like $7,500 to needy families. Maybe not, that's not the right way to say that, but we gave away for families that could really use it at Christmas time. And they were able to buy gifts. I got stuff I do personally, which I don't do to talk about on the channel, so that's why we don't discuss it. What I will say is this: make sure to make the most of this time, have fun, make sure you're helping other people. Don't get greedy. That's what marks the end of a bull run, is when you get so greedy that all you care about is that next gain. So make sure you guys are being balanced and doing everything you can to maximize this run and have fun. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.